Let me know if you're getting any bad feedback, and I'll mute myself.
I will. Hello, folks. We're live. This is Joker's Wild Wednesday, and we're going to look at all kinds of different products tonight.
Welcome, everyone, to Joker's Wild Wednesday 2022. You jabroni jumbalonis out there. The best wild card show in the universe. The intergalactic champion. Oh, Ronald must go first. He's the host to show his product.
Hello, everybody. I worked all day. My head is hurting. Oh, but I'll be all right. This beer might help. Okay, so tonight, on January 5th, the 12th night of Christmas, this is the 12th day of Christmas. Christmas ends today, and tomorrow we begin a season called Carnival.
Carnival, yes.
Meat time of meat. Carne interval. Meat.
Did they ever roast a partridge in a pear tree, by the way? Did they ever end up cooking that damn bird?
I think.
Yeah,
But in Louisiana, the song ends with a crawfish they caught in Araby. So
Araby, the Sheik of Araby.
That is actually a town. Is actually a little town next to New Orleans called Araby. All right, which is the town where Popeye's Chicken and Biscuits began in 1972.
Bless their hearts.
Here's Celebration IPA, 6.8% alcohol. I'm gonna try to
celebrate good times. Come on.
Yeah. Now this beer was introduced in 1981, so it's been on the market over 40 years. And I'm going to show you the website. Oh, before I go on, I'm sorry, y'all. See what happens when you get tired. I'm in Louisiana with Louisiana Beer Reviews. James P. Madonna is in New Jersey with Progressive Discussions. And BC's Beer Reviews is in Michigan with BC's Beer Reviews, or BC's Beer Reviews. Regardless of if it's in a bottle or a can, he's going to review it. And Michael is in Brooklyn, New York City, New York. And he does Michael's beer viewing, not reviewing online, but he does a lot of viewing on his own time. He doesn't have a channel yet. All right. So enough of the jibber jabber. Let's review this. Now,
I still think that's the greatest line ever. Either way, if it's enough jibber jabber or not enough jibber jabber, either way, you got the jibber jabber. Either way.
Here we go.
Right. Now, this is the first year. 2021 was the first year they canned the beer. Y'all can see this on the screen share. Fresh Hops, Celebration IPA. Our holiday IPA set the bar for the American style. So once we pick Fresh Hops, the clock starts ticking. And each year we visit the Pacific Northwest to hand select the best Cascade and Centennial hops. Race the harvest home and brew immediately to capture citrus, pine, and floral notes at their absolute peak. I can't read anymore, y'all. I'm gonna start crying. I'm gonna get choked up. It's so so special. Caramelized malts, 2-row pale. The hops are Cascade, Centennial, and Chinook. Yeast is ale yeast.
Oh, that's what yeast looks like? I thought it was Ebola virus or something.
Oh, maybe it is. Now, 6.8% alcohol, 65 bitterness units, 16 original gravity, 4% finishing gravity. So there's all the hops, and there's the men playing in the hops because they want this to feel like it's really special, and it's all about family, and it's all about corporate.
Well, I hope they boil those hops really good after they have their buttocks in it.
Yeah. Right. Now let's look at a few comments. I'm going to go on to the next guy. That's a good choice. Bigfoot. Yeah, if you can find it. I find it about once every 6 years. Mini Heineken keg. That's a good choice. Okay, so now James has a Haitian beauty.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, everything I ever bring to the show has pretty good gravity because when I drop it, it crashes pretty hard.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I have Bourbon Court. I have rum, Bourbon Court, Haitian rum. All right.
1862.
Maison Foundry there, 1862 established, 43% alcohol, 86 proof.
Yeah, Maison Foundry means the house founded.
In 1862, Dupree Bourboncourt, a native of the Charente region in France, put the finishing touches to a recipe for rum that still bears his name today, using a double distillation method usually reserved for the very finest cognacs. He discovered a rum of incomparable quality that has always received the highest international distinctions. And it says here, Dupree Bourboncourt left no heir, and when he died, the company passed to his wife, Nathalie Gardier or something, I don't know, Gardier, who managed it, drove it to the ground, maybe? No. With the help of her nephew, Paul Gardier. When she died, Paul then directed the company's destiny until 1946. At this time, Rum Bourboncourt's distillery was still located on the Le Chemin des Dalles in Port-au-Prince, Haiti. The only produced a limited quantity of rum. The older aged rums being exclusively reserved for family and friends. And then it goes on and on and on and on. Who inherited the business, who took over, yada yada yada. 15-year-old? Really? I'm holding a 15-year-old rum. Reserve du Domain was on public.
That.
In 1960, middle of 1960s. The 15-year-old Reserve. Oh, that's okay. Reserve du Domain was on public sale for the first time. And then it tells you who passed away, so on and so forth. It only employs 250 people? No, it can't be. No, 20 countries in employment.
Yeah, because Crown Royal, they only have about 80 employees to make all that stuff.
Oh my God! All right, let me see.
They got
it's 4 year. Okay, it's this. The rum is 4 years. This particular one, and
right. You see
Asian
the website.
Oak. It's when I went on Google, it gave me bourboncourt.net, and I wasn't able to get in. Now on the bottle, it's bourboncourt.com.
Yeah, that's the website I'm showing right now on screen share.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Imported by Crillon Importers, Paramus, New Jersey, which is a couple towns from me over. Interesting.
Now it says a soft rum ideal for mixologists. It says pale gold of medium intensity, but with a crystalline shine. The bouquet is elegant and fresh with hints of vanilla and spices. In the mouth, the appetizer reveals a body without exaggeration, with a lot of softness and roundness. Final. The finish recalls the aromatic freshness of the nose and the characteristics of rum with a hint of pepper. Conclusion, 4 years old. This 3-star rum has a light and delicate flavor. Pleasant in a mixture, it lends itself to the best cocktails as well as in cooking recipes for the pleasure of connoisseurs and gourmets. There's also, like you were saying, there's an 8-year aged. I know where to get this Bourbon Core, the 4 and the 8 at least. I've never seen the 15-year age, but I'd hate to see the price too.
Yeah. Well, it says here it's the rum is aged in French Limousin or Limousin oak casks, similar to the finest cognacs, the same casks they use for the cognacs, which is interesting. I'm gonna I'll pour some, even though they look the same. So I remember to keep the old glass jar. Make sure everything is in the freezer. I mean everything, even if it's a liqueur. Well, liqueurs in plastic bottles, it won't freeze because of what happens to the plastic or what's in the plastic. So, but it's good. It's good to have this. Oh, it's light. It's like a golden color. It's not like dark, like a blackstrap type of rum, Myers, or even a Bacardi Black. But it's
all right.
still,
Well, we'll get back to it. Let's go to the next.
All right, go ahead.
Previews.
Yes.
That's me. Well, I've got Centennial Hops by Founders.
Centennial?
This is a 7.2 APV. IBUs, I forget. So, crack goes beer can, and there goes pour.
Centennial Hops.
Yeah. Now they try to say that this is the Centennial Hops is the only thing they use, but
yeah, it's a single hop.
Yep. No, I don't know what the IBUs are on this. I forget, but I know it's pretty up there though, like 50 or 60.
Yeah, I'm about to show the web. I'm about to show the website as soon as I can get. Yeah, only 80 employees at Crown Royal. That's right.
Yeah, I'm interested too. It's my first time partaking in it.
I'm getting about a 2.5 fingers worth of head on this boy. Now, this is kind of a dark color, as you guys can see. So, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's not a very it's not a very pale ale, is it?
No. No, it's pretty
Mine
dark.
Start to reverberate a little bit.
So, I mean, it looks good.
Just pour it in a metal bucket and drink it out of the bucket, and it would be a pale ale.
I've already got it in the cup, so I'm going to take the cup. I'm getting away to it.
Jay, you're over 21. Tell him. So that is that 65 IBUs?
65. Okay.
Yes. You got the bottles, cans, the big cans, draft. Brewmaster Jeremy Kosmicki tells the story. We're not going to listen to that. But anyway, you can buy some gear. Y'all want to buy some gear? All right. So we have a website for all 3 beers so far. We'll try to continue with that when we get to Michael. So BC.
Okay. So when you do put me up Does Spaten have a website?
Yes. BC. Oh, he's coughing.
Yeah, he's having a bad cough episode.
Hope it's not the COVID.
Yeah, especially the Pepe Le Pew variant they have now.
There he is. Here's BC.
Right.
I don't have COVID. I got my shots.
Well,
What was that?
all right. I don't know.
Jean-Pierre.
I said, I don't have COVID. I've got my shots.
Oh, that don't do any good. All right. Anyway, that's like a birth control pill that everybody who takes it gets pregnant. All right. Now, but trust me, it works. It's effective. I mean, you will have a baby, but it's an effective pill. All right. Now, anyway, you ready to go to Michael?
Yeah.
She get that back from each shops.
Okay, so from Munich, Germany, we have Spaten Premium Lager at 5.2%. And this date on the back says it is Best by 4/2022. It doesn't give an exact date, but April is good until, according to that. So let's pour it and see what it looks like in the glass. Coming out kind of a yellow color.
No.
Let's see. So golden color, a little bit light golden though. A lot of carbonation coming up. I think you can see it. And the head is white, about a finger of it. Very foamy, bubbly kind of head. And I'll just get a quick nose on it. You're getting barley malt, grassy, bready head. So bready smell to it. And I'll come around and give a full description when we come around again.
All right. Let me try to show the website for a moment, though.
If you have the website there, that would probably be interesting.
Spaten Münchner Hell. Well, I can't read. What does this say? In 1894, zu einer Zelt als man in München und Bundesweit Ausschilddunkels. Oh, well, I can't read all. All right. Let's see if we can translate this. On March 21st, 1894, at a time when only dark, sweet, and malty beer was enjoyed in Munich and nationwide, Spaten, a pioneer in the category, brewed the first Münchner Hell. Let's see. Useful information. Oh, they're showing the brewery. I know it's 5.2. We know that because the bottle says so. Job offer.
It also follows all your Reinheitsgebot rules, all the German rules as far as the 4 items that are allowed in it. Nothing outside.
Yeah,
that.
the Reinheitsgebot. There's
So you can't put rice in it.
No. There's the hops. Then they have malt.
Looks like Robin Williams.
Yeast. Yeah, it's Robin Williams.
Robin Williams is a former brewmaster at that brewery.
Yeah, didn't y'all know you worked at Spaten? Didn't anybody know that? All right, so there's the brewery again. Okay. All right, visit the brewery. Okay, well, I think we got it. I could find
Thank
another.
you, Jay,
They
for
have
putting
another.
that up.
Oh, you're welcome.
Otherwise, I will come around and give you a full description after all three of you have done your description.
If you get on the Spaten thing, there's another website that they have. It's called Spaten USA, which I'll try to show later, where they give a real good description of the beer. But anyway, I poured the can out. It's the first year. 2021 was the first year with canned version. Michael's reverbing a little bit, but
Okay, I'll mute it.
now here is it's dark for a pale ale. It's kind of dark, isn't it? When you hear the word pale, does this come to mind?
Nope.
Not to me.
No.
Maybe they should call it Indian. Maybe an India orange ale. Reminds me of that cat that was really angering me today by crying to come in the house. And then when I was over here by the computer trying to get this thing going earlier, setting up certain things, I hear this crashing noise. And she had jumped up on the screen door and was clinging onto the screen, ripping the vinyl screen. I said, get down. You know, I said, I'm not letting you in to destroy things, you know.
She was using your screen door as a scratching post.
As something to hang on.
It's hanging from it.
I mean, I said, you got to cool it, you know. I know she was all nervous because she was looking for her gray, large, fluffy companion.
Hey,
who
tell her no boyfriends. It's either you or the Tomcat.
Oh, he took off. So she was crying and wondering where he went. Well, you know, he probably found some other females.
Of course.
So,
What else did she hang out? You know,
so she feels abandoned. But I noticed yesterday when they were on the front porch, she was resting on her stomach, relaxed, and he was on her back, biting down on her neck.
you know what that means.
I guess they were doing gymnastics or something. He was going.
Yeah. Lambada, horizontal lambada.
But now she's crying because she's thinking, you know, where are you? Where this meant something. Anyway.
Yeah, play Roy Orbison singing "Crying, I'm crying over you."
So anyway, this orangey drink. Now it's very bitter. Well, let's go with the nose first. The nose, it's got a lot of lacing, as you can see. The nose is it's like malt. It's sweet, fruity malt. It's almost like you would think it has fruit in it, but of course it doesn't. Maybe like tangerines, something like that. It's crazy, right? All right, so the taste. Cheers.
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 It's like white bread crust, a lot of piney bitterness, some of that fruit like tangerine, like I said. The body's full. It's not a heavy body, but it's a full body. It's medium. The finish is dry. It's a dry finish. So on the sweetness scale, this beer is I'd say about 2.5 out of 5 sugar cubes. On the bitterness scale, probably 4.5 out of 5 hop cones. So if you don't like bitter products, you would just hate it. You know, my father always says, why would anybody want to drink something that's bitter? Why would you want to drink that? That's bitter.
Healthy.
I said, well, I tell him, I said, well, some people like that. I said, you've never tried a bitter beer, so you can't really evaluate it. You know, he gave up beer 19 years ago. I said, so you can't really, but in his mind, he's thinking like, this doesn't make any sense. Well, I like this stuff a lot. I only paid $8.99 for a 6-pack, which I think is a good deal. $8.99 for a 6-pack of craft beer. I'm pleased with it. So now, James, I think, who was second? It was James or BC?
No, it's James and then me and then Mike.
Yeah, you're right. See, what happens is YouTube flips it all around. Bourbon Cool. Barbancourt.
Now, in Europe, uh, consuming bitters is a tonic, is a health tonic.
Yeah.
You know, yeah, yeah. There is certain drinks that they take a shot of after dinner or before or whenever. It's made up of bitter botanicals. So anyway, the rum Bourbon Court, Bourbon Court, has a mild caramel and vanilla aroma, very faint. So many Irish whiskeys I never had before.
I know. I never had Slain.
Same thing with tequila and rum. It's like there's tons
Oh.
of. It goes on and on and on. But anyway, what's his name? Ray Finkel.
Ray Finkel.
Yeah. So I detect the same thing in the flavor. Mild vanilla, hint of vanilla, caramel, and a bit of black pepper aftertaste, like you mentioned before. But I taste something else. I taste I get the same wood flavor that you would get in a brandy. So there must be something about aging in the cognac oak casks, because the same flavor is in the brandies I've had. I mean, not the top shelf, I'm not talking about the cognacs like, Hennessy, Courvoisier, or whatever the other.
Right.
Yeah, I mean,
Remy,
yeah.
Remy Martin.
Yeah, the Remy Martins. No, I'm talking about the other ones. The common brandies. It has the same flavor, but you can still taste that it's rum. There's just something different about it. So I think it's very unique. I mean, I would probably want to have this in a mixed drink, even though it's not mild going down. I mean, it's 43% alcohol, but it's good. It's smooth, but I'm used to the dark molasses rums, and
Yeah.
but this isn't bad. This is it's different. It's different. But I think I would
Maybe too light for you though.
I would prefer it, in a mixed beverage, daiquiri or pina colada or something, or an eggnog or coquito, but not as a straight ice cold sipping rum. I do like rum in espresso coffee, which I have been adding it to.
How do you think this would work as something to cook with?
I don't know. I never really made anything with rum. Marsala wine, yes.
Yeah.
White Zinfandel in white clam sauce, yes. But I never did anything culinary with rum, except for mixing in drinks.
It's funny. I took some Marsala and put it in scrambled eggs, and it made them taste pretty good.
Really?
Not a lot, just a little bit.
I love the gravy when they're making veal or chicken marsala, chicken breast marsala. The gravy with the sautéed mushrooms that they have at the end, the drippings and everything that they make when they pour it over the meat with that marsala flavor is really delicious. I mean, I think it is. But anyway, you know what? I'm not going to criticize it because it's a good rum. It's different. It's unique compared to other golden rums. Now, some companies call rums this color dark rum. I don't know why they do it.
Not
Like
dark.
Yeah, you know, like the Cruzan Estate. It's not real dark like Bacardi Black, Myers, Kraken. It's about this color, but they call it dark. So, you know, I'm confused about what exactly. I don't know if there's any rules about what is really real dark rum. Too bad I'm not having chicken tonight. The guys are making me hungry.
Hey,
Ham,
now
Popeye.
you saw that Cruzan black strap that I have. That thing's pretty dark.
Oh yeah, and I bet when you open it, you could smell it from a distance,
Oh, it smell like pancake syrup.
like pancake syrup. Exactly, that's how Kraken is. But this is good. I mean, you know, it's a alternative to whiskey because it has the same, you know, the same smoothness and the same medium to light color, and the alcohol is at a decent level. It's actually good. I'm just not used to rum this light. But as far as the uniqueness of the flavor and the aroma has a very vanilla caramel, but not nearly as much of an aroma as the black rums. But I like it. So anyway, cheers to everyone.
If you want really light, you ought to try the Bourbon white rum. Now that would really be light.
Yeah, white. Well, you know, how come when they make coconut rum like Malibu, it's white? It's white, but it's kind of sweet, but it's white. I would add coconut to the really dark rums and make it will be a real rich.
Right. Oh, right, coconut with a dark rum. What is the ABV? What is the ABV on the Foundry Centennial again? Does anybody remember?
BC, is he out like a light?
BC said 7, but the other guy said 7 too. I didn't check it when it was on the website. I didn't know.
Right on the website, yes, 7. I think it said 7 too, didn't it?
That's what I thought.
Spaten Munich is 5.2. We know that. Oh boy, I'm gonna have to wake this man up. So here we go, James.
There we go.
This is becoming a regular thing.
It's good. It's good shtick. It's good, you know, for ratings.
I'll say one thing: if BC ever has trouble getting to sleep, all he has to do is join Wednesday or Friday night, and he'll get right to sleep.
This will be.
He does look calm. He looks calm.
This would be a great commercial for Sominex or what do you call melatonin? You know, I mean, just
Eric, and if you're watching, Eric, yeah, I'm gonna show it.
Oh yeah, Eric says it's not right that he left BC up on the video. He should have removed him. It's not right.
Jay, if you want, I'll go. If you want, I can go, and then we'll get back to BC.
Like this is some kind of like Hollywood production. All right, BC, get up. BC, get up, 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 get up.
Remember, a prostitute lies in bed all day, but at least she's making money. Let's go. Hey, 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 hey. Yeah, I didn't do it. A prostitute.
Don't make me go run outside and get Orangey and bring her in here to start. All right.
Throw Orangey on his chest.
BC, going once. We'll get back to BC.
Okay, so we'll get back to BC, but anyway, we're dealing with the Spaten
Rip Van, Michigan. Rip Van
premium lager, and you notice I've finished about half of it already, but we'll go through the full description. Golden yellow color, very clear, a lot of shooting bubbles coming straight up the top, so it's fairly heavily carbonated. Let me get a nose on it. You're getting I made notes. You're getting the barley malt, some grass, some breadiness, very clean smelling beer. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers, Mike.
Cheers.
Okay, the taste, you get first like a biscuity kind of taste. I guess that's the breadiness translating into the taste. So it's biscuity. It's a session beer, so you can't taste the alcohol in it at all. But it's 5.2, so it's not excessive. These are, by the way, 12-ounce bottles because it's owned by, who's it owned by, Jay? It's owned by a regular company. So even though it's in Germany, it's still 12 instead of 11.2, which is interesting.
Yeah, because they import it over here and they sell it in 12. But you see, that's not consistent. It's not consistent because Anheuser-Busch InBev sells Spaten in 11.2-ounce bottles, even if they make it in New York. But the
so it goes to show
Spaten,
you there's probably no set way they do it. It's just they have bodily lines.
No,
for
let me restate that. Anheuser-Busch InBev sells Stella Artois in 11.2-ounce bottles, even if it's made in New York. Whereas Spaten is always in no less than a 12-ounce bottle. So maybe the people that run Spaten tells InBev, please don't sell our stuff in 11.2. We want Americans to get the full 12. I don't know. I think for now on, we're going to have to go with BC going first. What now, Michael?
Okay, the body is fairly light as far as, and a lot of good drinkability. The finish is dry, but you could pack away several of these without any problem. I mean, you in the summertime, of course, but even any other time during the year, you know, it's very well done, and it's a good lager for sure, and I'm enjoying it. I'll keep drinking, and I'll have a number when we come back around. Hopefully, BC will awaken. But
you like the you like those Reinheitsgebot lagers?
I do. Look, one thing you do have to say about all the German beers, and this is all of them, you never get off taste in them, because by them just using those four items together and having obviously good brewing skills too, you don't have off taste. Now, I'm not saying that all Belgian beers have off taste, but some of the times when they do make attempts by putting things in, you can get an off taste for sure. And I like Belgian beers too, but sometimes they go across the line.
Yeah. Well, let's try this again. Yeah. Some of those Belgian beers, they'll be like, they have like a sharp flavor, like it's sharp, like it's I don't know. It's just, I can't describe it. Some of those.
And I like candied sugar in beer, but sometimes it can get cloying.
Yeah, get a little off-putting. Now, BC, we need that score for that Centennial, my friend. Wish I could sleep that sound.
You have an old-fashioned alarm clock, Michael? You know, with the bells on top?
I can do the alarm clock on my iPhone.
Oh.
Let me guess. Let's see. Let's see if I can do it. Okay, let's do this. I don't know if it's going to wake them up anyway, but you never know.
Probably won't.
Can't hurt. Here we go. I got to turn it on. Let's see. Let me do it again. May not be loud enough. It's not loud enough. Let's see. Actually, you'd need something to go off right next to BC in order to get it.
Cherry bomb. What about a rooster crowing?
if you do remember last week, BC did do his description, and when we came around for our final numbers, this happened. So I had to get the number from him, over the internet. But we don't even know his description of it. But whatever it is, it is.
It's a good thing I have him on my show early in the day.
Jay, what we have to do next week when he's on is you have to let him go first, because then he'll be at that stage where he'll have less time to fall asleep.
Right. I could see that BC was getting a little drowsy when I was talking about stuff, and I said, "Uh-oh." And I was thinking to myself, I hope that's not what's happening. But I'll tell you one thing. I wish I could sleep sound like that. Now,
so when you talk, it's like a lullaby to him.
Right. In other words, I put people to sleep, which is not necessarily what you want on your channel.
No.
Well, folks, if you want to get so bored that you fall fast asleep, watch this channel and you got it. Now, Rob Zombie, no, we can't play any copyrighted music, of course. Although some of the copyrighted stuff lost its copyright as of the new year, including Winnie the Pooh. Anyway, I like this product. I like the price, $8.99 for a 6-pack. I have to say that, and I'm gonna score it. I'm getting tired now. Become a sleeping video. I'm going to go to sleep, I think. All right. I think I'm going to score this Celerin at a 95. It's really so good. 95 out of 100. It's a dynamite product. As far as promos, well, we got Fandango Friday coming up. I'm going to bring a liqueur. Don't know what's going to come out of the party bucket, but we're going to find out. My friend David came over with his female friend, and she's too shy to be on camera, or could be political reasons, but whatever. They wanted to try the Naked J Big Dill pickle flavored vodka. I said, okay. So I posted a video this morning. They were just thinking, what is this stuff? It's crazy, but they did like it. They admitted that they liked it, but so we'll see what comes out the party bucket Friday. Tomorrow morning at dawn, we've got mezcal from Mexico. If you ever want to drink something with a caterpillar in the bottle, I can get you some of it, because I got 2 bottles with the caterpillar in there. Crazy.
That caterpillar is native to that plant. They like the agave.
Yeah, they ingest it, and they eat on it. And then it turns into a moth. It's a moth,
Moth,
but
yeah.
I think if you drink too much of that mezcal, you'll see 2 little twin ladies singing.
Masura, yeah. Yeah, you know what? I bet if you took one of those big pickle barrel, crunchy, crispy garlic dills, and you soaked it in vodka for a certain amount of time, you can make homemade Naked J. I mean, you can make your own, and without the artificial coloring in it.
Right, the yellow number 5, but it has to be those garlic barrel pickles. All right.
Yeah.
Well, anyway,
and they're good though. They're nice. They're real crispy and crunchy.
They are, from what I've heard. Okay, so that's it. And then let's see. So now I would go to BC, but I got a feeling. Okay, so now James,
yeah.
How do you score the Bourbon Core?
Well,
for your age?
Of course, there will be people that are just tickled to death with rum Bourbon Core, but I have to give this. I'm a little embarrassed to do this to them, but I have to give it an 85% out of 100. 85%, which is it's on the cusp, right, between a B minus. No, it's a B plus, a 0.5.
Yeah, it's a B. Probably.
Yeah, because Uh-oh. That means he's alive. He's still breathing. Let's get a close-up of this.
He may wake himself up now. There he
Oh.
is. It's BC.
You should have got the part when he was gurgling. Anyway, what was I saying? Bourbon Court.
You gave it an
Yeah,
85. We beat.
Oh, yeah, 5. You always round it off to the next number when you reach a 5. I mean, you know. Anyway, 85. That's it. You can call it. I'll call it just a plain old B. You know, good enough. You know.
Yeah.
It is what
Well,
it
that's
is.
fine. But I bet it wasn't a B price.
It wasn't. You know, it was a little. It wasn't expensive, but it was a little high for a rum that was not traditionally aged the way other rums are aged. You know, like the authentic recipe for rum is not to age it in a cognac barrel. So
I guess they want to do something different, you know.
and for 4 years, I mean, if it was really old, as far as aging goes, then it would justify a much higher price. It wasn't. Yeah, I would say it was more than it was worth for a 4-year-old rum. But it's not horrible. It's okay. It's mediocre. So 80, 85.
Yeah, it's a little bit expensive around here. In the New Orleans area, it runs you $15 to $18 a bottle.
Wow. Well, you know, it's.
But I plan to buy it. I plan to buy it.
Yeah, I mean, you know, unfortunately, you know, I'm stuck with all the mom and pop liquor stores for some reason. They're not allowing the big Total Wines and, you know, allowing Walmart and all these and Trader Joe's to have liquor departments. For some reason, they're very. I think there's some politics involved that is anti-liquor.
And that's James. That's New Jersey state law. So that's the whole state.
Yeah. There's only like for instance, Trader Joe. Only 3 Trader Joe's in the state are allowed to have liquor departments. All the others cannot.
That's terrible.
Yeah. New Jersey is. Well,
do you have any shout outs for future events?
Yeah. This Sunday I'll be doing a live stream show. Keto King's Barbecue Banter Open Topic Show. Myself and BC will be hosting, and then the following Sunday, Jason Cleveland will return for some real heavy-duty topics, and you know, whoever wants to join can join. You can discuss anything you want. So that'll be 3 p.m. Eastern Time this Sunday, and of course, Fandango Friday. I'll be there. Will be Friday, which is coming soon.
If I wasn't watching all these football games on Sunday, I would join. You know.
Yeah, I know. You get footballs every Sunday. We're having a snowstorm. But only it's up to 6 inches, and everybody's panicking. I bet, you know, buying out the supermarkets. So
okay, BC, we're ready.
BC,
like y'all never had. Like y'all never had in New Jersey. BC, you got up. Let's go.
BC, we're ready.
BC, give us score.
You know,
And then
once he woke up, you had to get away from James.
Right.
While he was awake. Now,
I didn't want to be rude.
Now he's in phase 2 of the nap.
You could have squeezed the score out of him.
BC, did he just wake up or not? No.
BC,
No, I guess not. All right, I'm ready.
Well,
Okay, so anyway,
you can
to
say
my spot,
you can say that.
I'm going to give it a 94. It's very clean tasting, and it's a really good product. And of the German Munich lagers, Helles lagers like this, it's among the better ones. I also like other ones as well, but it's a very good one. It's a solid A, and I would highly recommend it. Tomorrow, I'm supposed to have my first Thursday of the month beer tasting. Unfortunately, a lot of people have bowed out for various reasons, but we're going to try to do it. Right now, we only have 4 people who are coming. If it gets much lower, it'll have to be canceled because 2 of those are Audrey and I. So we have, and 2 others. We will do it. You just shift, instead of the bigger bottles, you go to 12-ounce bottles and cans, and you do the best you can. And that's it. Hopefully we won't have to cancel it, but whatever. I'll be on Stout Sunday. I think John is hosting again this Sunday, so I'll be there. And otherwise, everybody have a good week.
What is your what is your feeling about the Spaten Optimator? They're really strong.
I like it. I'm kind of torn though when I compare the Optimator with the Salvatore from Paulaner. They're very close, and yet they have mild differences. One's 7.6, and I think the other's 7.9. So they're in a similar alcohol thing. And for that kind of Doppelbock, which is an interesting style, very malt forward. I like both of them, though. I like both the Salvatore and the Optimator. So both are. I like Doppelbock as a style.
Yeah, I think I prefer the Optimator, but I've had Optimator on draft, canned, and bottled. Draft, canned, and bottled. You don't usually.
I've only had that in bottles. I've never had it either of the other 2.
Let me retract that. I've not had the canned. I've had draft and bottles. Sorry, draft.
I've never had it on draft.
Oh, it's really good.
Like
and then when I was at the German festival a few years ago, the lady, she says, "Oh, I made a mistake. I poured far too much of it." She was only supposed to pour a little glass. And then she poured this huge, like 20-ounce. She said, "Is that okay? I won't charge you any extra." I said, "Oh, yes, that's fine."
That's okay. Sounds like a good deal.
So my uncle and I were drinking it, but that stuff's fattening. It's like 280 calories per 12 ounce. All right, now I have something shocking, everybody. Get ready for a little extra excitement added tonight. Well, BC, he'll give us BC will give us the score tomorrow, but we would like, but obviously he liked it. And he said he liked Founders. He could see the beer was good. So I know his score would have been high. Here's Jim Beam Bourbon Cream. Introduced in 2021.
And what's the opposition? Who's it going with? Oh, this is just, you're going to try some now.
Yes. 30% alcohol. It was $17.99 for the bottle. It's made with real dairy cream. Well, let's see. I got a lot of glare, but there's the.
Oh, it's creamy.
Jay, have you had this before?
Yes, I've been drinking down the bottle. What I've been doing is putting it in coffee. Sometimes instead of putting sugar and cream, just put it a little bit in coffee. It really it livens it up. Let's say now.
Imagine.
Cheers.
Cheers.
The nose. Yeah, I'll go fast. I'm not going to go long. The nose. Well, you know what? It smells like cream. It's like cream, and I don't know how to get it dark. Maybe they have cocoa in it, but it's like a rich dessert. Now the taste. They didn't really hide the bourbon so well. So right off the bat, you're tasting Jim Beam bourbon. That's the most popular bourbon in the world, so it's fine. Then you get the sugar. They must use a lot of cane sugar. You get the cream. dairy cream. Well, it's all right. When I went to Barton 1792 Distillery 5 years ago, they had something called Bourbon Cream made by Sazerac, but they only gave you a little bit, and then they had chocolates to eat with it. It was very nice. This one is a competitor now. So I like it. It's not the kind of thing you could drink a whole lot of. I mean, you'd get sick of it quick. It would make you sick. But for about 2 ounces of it, I think they did a great job. I mean, they did a fantastic job. They probably raise a lot of cows in Kentucky. They probably have a lot of creameries. If you want to pay $18, you know, it's up to y'all. If you want to pay $18 for this bottle, go ahead. It's a nice little, it's only a limited edition, so it's not going to be around too much longer. So if you see it, you'll have to buy it now, or you just obviously going to have to wait till if or when they bring it back again, I guess. All right. So back to the whole group. Any last comments or anything?
Yeah, I want to correct myself. I didn't realize it, but this Sunday is January 9th, apparently. So Jason Cleveland and BC will be co-hosting with me on the show. Okay, good. All right.
He'll be rested up by then, James, and won't be sleepy.
BC, no, it's an earlier
BC,
time too. It's we start at 3 p.m. So
so he'll be wide awake then.
Yeah, he usually is, but he's cooking, he's barbecuing,
Right.
On the show.
Look, BC still works. He still works though during the day, so it's not surprising he'd be tired by the evening. You know, I'm retired.
We busting his chops a little bit. You know, we busting his chops a little bit. But if you work all day and you had to get to work at 6 a.m.
No, look, I'm with you. I rest up being retired just for these events, so I'm fine. Whatever.
If you were
Jay, I'll see you on Sunday for sure on John's show.
All right. Okay, Michael. And if you were still working, you might not be doing these shows either, huh?
Agreed. I'm with you. I'm not making fun of him. I understand why he's tired, and also he's probably had a big meal. That, you know, catch up with you.
Especially with the job you had to be on your toes, so to speak.
And I was always getting up early and going into work early, so that's definitely true.
We'll
see everybody soon.
Okay, how many years did you do that?
25. From 81 till 2006.
Okay.
So I've been retired. Think about it now. 2022. I've been retired 15 and a half years already.
You couldn't warm up. You couldn't warm up early in the morning and then be on your toes later on.
No, I was on my toes all the time. You had to be alert because you're dealing with the public. You're driving them around, and life is rough in the big city. But that's the way it goes.
Yeah, you're right. It's true.
And you drove in all the boroughs, or only in?
No, I only drove in Manhattan and the Bronx, and I was only in the Bronx for 1 year, and that was enough to see that I didn't want to be in the Bronx any longer. So
you weren't in City Island the whole time, I imagine.
No, but I did. I had one route that I went to City Island, but I wasn't on it for the whole time I was there. But you know, the Bronx is a different borough with a lot of interesting neighborhoods and whatever. So I was in Manhattan most of my career. So
okay, that can be a busy bee. That can be a beehive of activity.
No question, and quite busy most of the time.
Right. Well, folks,
all right,
James P. Madonna.
A lot of fun tonight, Jay. Thanks for hosting.
You're welcome, Michael. And James P. Madonna did post a photo, actually a video of Times Square today on Facebook. And so if y'all want to join Alcohol Legs, feel free to join on Facebook. Michael is my administrator. He helps me keep people behaving, you know, but
so far it's been good. Everybody's been pretty good.
When Michael was driving, that was way back when Times Square, 42nd Street was a little risque. You had like the Board to Peepland and all that crap.
It was interesting.
It was interesting. Yeah, to say the least. Until
Everybody
June.
have a good rest of the week.
Okay, y'all take care now. We're gonna get
Take
off.
care.
Well, I don't know what to say about this hangout, but I'll take care, everybody.
DC, have a good nap.
Yeah, have a
Peace
good
out,
sleep.
everyone. Well, I'm about
We'll
to
see
go
you
have
guys
one
soon.
myself.